Hey guys, it's me, and I'm back with yet another high school story while I play Candy Crush. So, today I want to talk about we had another fire drill today at school. We had another fire drill at school today that I'm not particularly amused with, and I want to tell you all about it today. First, started with first first we started with yearbook. And yearbook's going fine, like always. Like always, it goes the same. We shouldn't worry about yearbook. Let's just like move on to second period. So I come back from yearbook before the bell rings, and yet the bell it came back early. Well, unfortunately, I come back early from yearbook and catch them in the middle of them doing something. I don't know what they were. I don't know what they're doing. We did something. I forget. Well, I left out my key. Well, I forgot to bring my key, so I told one of my teacher's assistants that I told one of my teacher's assistants that I accidentally forgot to bring my key. I forgot to, and so I started using a lanyardless key that started using a lanyardless key so I can get into my locker and put my stuff away. Yeah, that's something I left out. And when the bell rang, I seen my girlfriend and the rest of my friends come out for gym, and I had one of my classmates holding my hand. It was a boy. I had one of my classmates holding my hand, and it was a boy. It was like, ugh, what are you doing? And Jocelyn wanted to hold my hand this time. She just wants to hold hands with her boy. I want to hold hands with my boyfriend. So I let her, and as a matter of fact, I don't know what we've been doing. We were just talking. But she doesn't want to be late to gym, so who's stopping her? Not me. So who the heck is stopping her? Not me. I'll just let her go. And so she left, and I accidentally went into my life skills teacher's class, although we weren't switching. Yeah, we never switched, so I treated Tuesday like Monday, and that was an accident. So I messed up, and second period we had to. Crap! I'm forgetting about first and second period. What am I? You know what? Screw this. I'm just going to move on to third. I'm just moving on to third period. We had a fire drill. We were doing attendance we were doing attendance walks, and we were doing attendance walks till all of a sudden I've been hearing about this so-called fire drill. It happened again, everyone. It just happened yet again. And also, I got so terrified, I was worried that it might jump me again. And we had to go do 3 stride laps. We're having a test on homecoming week next week. You know, homecoming. Because, homecoming. And so, since now that the fire drill is over, we can move on. So I began doing 3 stride laps. Finally done them successfully. Yay me. And we done some field activities. And we were doing field activities, and then we decided to leave. And we caught the other gym class playing wiffle ball, which is like softball, but it's inside and it's just wiffle. Just wiffle. Sorta. And so and then which leads me to lunchtime. Just Jocelyn and me talking about crap. It's me and Jocelyn talking crap. Just me and Jocelyn talking crap about things. Unfortunately. What am I doing here? And yeah, and we were just talking stuff. I was so tired. I was so worn out I was so worn out after running 3 laps around the track. I couldn't do it. After I ate, I lied down on the lunch table. Didn't fall asleep though. Didn't fall asleep though. And we were doing something that was overly stressful. Okay, I see what we were doing in 4th period. we were doing means and medians. Like mean is like the average of the number, and you divide them by how many numbers are there, and you get another, and it equals another number, something like that. And also, yeah, it was insane. So, and during 5th period break time, I stopped by my girlfriend's. I stopped by my girlfriend's classroom to see how she's doing. My partner didn't want to come because his girl wasn't here. And so I just had to take the risk. I had to go and see her. and 5th period. Oh man, I don't want to know about this. We were doing a beat the clock time game. Man, that game was so overly exciting. I can't take it no more. I just don't want to do it anymore. It told me it will send us to tears. Leave us crying. and I just didn't want to. I just didn't want to overdo it. And then finally, her peer tutor, my girlfriend's peer tutor, left me with some bad news. Bad news is that Jocelyn, my girlfriend left early for the rest of the day, and she didn't. And why didn't she tell me? Why didn't she tell me? Why didn't she tell me that she was leaving early? Can't she just take just a few seconds, just tell her freaking boyfriend? Jeez. Yeah, it just got me a little upset. It just made me upset, that's all. Crap. So I told him to my 6th period peer tutor. So I told about it to my 6th period peer tutors. And I don't know. I must have been taking things too far. And also, and finally it was time to leave. You remember my slogan? Yeah, you just remember my slogan. Just when there's no electronic devices, let the backpacks hit the floor. And that was my slogan. So I started dropping it repeatedly. I must have left something out. It was supposed. I was doing tables and I broke my lunchbox because of a trick disaster. Yeah, I left that part out. My bad. And we had to do it again. And we had to wash tables the second time. I left that one out too. Forgive me for that. And yeah, and now that I just found out that my girlfriend went home early and forgot to tell me, or didn't tell me at all, because it's probably none of my business for her to, because maybe her mother didn't want her to tell me, because it's probably none of my business. It's probably why. And so ends my high school story. Okay? That's all I got, okay? That's all. I was very unhappy though that Jocelyn my girlfriend didn't freaking tell me. I gotta hurry up and close this. I don't want to make a video that takes over 15 minutes long. I'm sorry. Like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Google+, do something. I hope things would be better. Or Thursday. I hope things will be better tomorrow or Thursday. And I'll see y'all soon.